It's brilliant. Now it's working. Hi guys, it's Mike's Motorbike here, and you join me with Mrtommygunwhite, also known as Aaron, just because I keep saying his name wrong. Essentially, guys, tonight you may remember many moons ago we did the Google Hangout, and this was just after my motorcycle crash. And it's almost 2 years to the day. Like in 5 days from now, it'll be 2 years since I had my bad crash. And so we thought we might as well get together for old time's sake, because I'm off out the country soon, away with the armed forces. So we thought for old time's sake, so I have something to look back on and, you know, cry myself to sleep with on a ship, we'll do this. We have some more guests joining us eventually. One of them's having an engine takeaway at the minute. The other one has disappeared off the face of the earth.
And you frozen.
Where they might. Go ahead.
Alright. Sorry, you just froze up then. Anyway. I was doing a bit of trolling on the internet, trolling through the internet, and I've found some e-fits of some criminals that I think you might recognise as motovloggers. They definitely are. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. We go to the top. Don't know who those two are. We didn't think of, we couldn't recognise them. Mysterious Man. Who would you say that is, Mark?
Well, it looks quite similar to a London biker, but you go ahead. I'll let you do the introductions to these.
Alright. If saying Mysterious never shows his face, that's obviously premise 187. I'll let you do the introduction to this one.
That bear him by the hair, got to be fuzzy.
And then the last one, obviously chef's hat, work in the food industry, it's got to be Spicy 110.
Yeah, so with this aside, we might know why they're not turning up later. But a couple of themes for tonight. First of all, sort of a couple of advantages of having a bike. I know most people watching this will be bikers and will know. But there's a couple of things, like in America you can't lane split, which I think is one of the biggest advantages of having a bike in the UK. I mean, especially having ridden through London a couple of times. I'd probably melt if I had to sit in traffic there for that long. So that would be my best point of having a motorbike, is being able to lane split. What about yourself?
I'd say that's pretty much a decent one. It's like, even though most drivers hate it because it's sort of, you're seen as impatient, it's not, because it's proven for each biker. It's 6 seconds off your commute. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but if everyone in the UK was on a motorcycle, there would be no traffic jams. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah, just imagine the havoc of them all racing off the lights there.
True.
Oh.
Imagine your little old grandma on a motorcycle.
You say that, my uncle, great uncle, he's just turned 85 and has only just been told to stop riding his little scooter because he fell off of it and his wife had a go at him.
Anyway, reminding me of bikes and stories, you're going to tell me the story about what happened when your girlfriend fell asleep?
Yeah, obviously, sometimes my girlfriend works up in London, and obviously, as we live together, that means that I am bound by law to do essentially whatever she needs me to do. One of which is often going to get her. In fact, tonight it's about 10 o'clock now. About 4 hours from now, I'm going to have to drive up to London to go and get her. The reason I drive is last time we were up on the motorbike in London, she'd had a long shift, and we got back. Yeah, we decided we got back riding down the motorway. Just as I took a truck, I felt I get a bit heavy in my back. Thinking, oh, she's falling asleep. Thinking, oh, she'll wake up in a bit, because I had been telling her don't fall asleep on the bike. It's really dangerous. She nodded off and suddenly woke up.
Bollocks, you just paused there.
Hey, and caused the whole bike to twist sideways and really close to failure. Which, bad disadvantage of a bike, you can't sleep on it particularly comfortably.
Yeah, but I suppose the advantages if you fall asleep on your bike and you're in control, you're gonna fall off almost immediately.
You say that, I have actually fallen asleep on a motorcycle once. Once. It was a very long, straight road, and yeah, I did fall asleep on it.
How long for?
Uh, about 42, 300 meters, enough for me to wake up. In fact, that's a weird story because this was in France, and in France you get like big arrows that tell you to stop overtaking. So like when you're coming up to the corner, same as here, you get the big arrows that say stop overtaking.
Yeah.
And I was riding along, fell asleep, and woke up just as I got to them. And you know, you get into this weird sort of haze of when you wake up, everything's really blurry. And for some reason, my brain saw big white shapes and automatically thought, fuck, polar bears. So, yeah, I jumped up like, not, you know, probably the quickest I've ever woken up. Grabbed onto the bike. Fortunately, nothing was behind me because I slammed on the brakes, came to a complete stop, and I was trying to turn around. And then it's like, just as I was stopping, realised they weren't polar bears, they were arrows.
So your brain thinks polar bears. I'm in France. Obviously, there's polar bears.
It is cold that time of year. Really cold that time.
Oh, sorry, I just can't stop laughing to that.
Yeah, yeah. That is why I don't fall asleep on motorbikes, because you will see polar bears and they will try and eat you.
We're doing product placement for the army or the military.
Yeah, I carry this around because I've got to get through that 5 litres of water a day, and this is a litre.
Nice. I've just got to think of a song because we're sort of rival factions here in the Navy.
Damn, the amount of times I've had people sing that song to me. As soon as you say, oh, I'm joining the Navy, they'll all start singing it. Now, as unlikely as it is that you don't know who the Village People are, they are a band who, well, I can't really think of how to explain it. They are quite a well, I don't know if even popular is the word, but they're quite an iconic band. Like everybody, like YMCA, that was done by them. If you can imagine a big, I don't know, builder. Every time you move your computer, it's cutting back to you. I literally went from seeing you to seeing your bed to seeing you again. It's really weird. Yeah, sorry.
I've got to sort out a position for that.
We have a viewer. Now, I don't know if you're a motor vlog or anything, but you viewer who's just turned up, I'm Mike's Motorbike. That is Tommy White Gun. Yes, Mrtommygunwhite. Yeah, Mrtommygunwhite, that's it.
I thought we said you were going to call me Aaron for the sake of that.
Yeah, it's so people know your handle. So find us on Twitter. Send us a little message on there. I think we're using hashtag, what is it, Motovloggers Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, Motovloggers Live. So send us something on there to say hello. We're talking about how I'm off the Royal Navy quite soon, and people have been taking the piss by singing me a song by the Village People called In the Navy. I was trying to explain who they were. Iconic band did YMCA and all of these things. But yeah, it is common. It is very, very well known.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were actually having a proper discussion about motorbikes and the good and bad things about motorbikes. Now, I must admit, I've got family commitments now, so I've gone to the dark side and bought a car.
Ooh.
But you'd be amazed how nice it is to go out in the morning and not have to scrape ice off the thing you're going to sit on.
Yeah, we have to scrape ice off the fucking window.
No, you don't. There's a button for it on the new cars.
Oh, sorry, you're so posh you've got a new car.
Yeah. Again, it's the beauty of joining the armed forces. Deployment
Your
money.
car.
No, they don't pay for your car, but once I'm in fully, I do actually get nice discounts on them, which is quite nice.
Alright.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to find out because I've just realised I'm not actually on the page for Motovloggers Live. So if you have tweeted us, I'll see it eventually. But yeah, it's quite a good deal. It's so Another thing about motorcycling. Have you tried? Because I don't know about you, but I've got a full set of levers because I ride motorways quite a bit, and I've got a slightly bigger motorbike. And trying to go anywhere in leathers is a nightmare.
I never had levers. I only had synthetics.
No, the textiles, yeah, but once you've got leathers, everything zips together, everything's massive, and everything's skin tight.
It's just a onesie, but for
It's,
men.
it's like a giant leather. It's a onesie made of a cow with some extra padded bits put in it.
It's a safety onesie.
Yeah, but it was that's one thing I used to hate about going on the motorbike because whenever I used to stop somewhere for food, I'd be baking hot. If we were to walk anywhere, baking hot. And whenever you sort of took your stuff off to go and do anything, as soon as they said, "Oh yeah, go on, let's go," you had to pile all your kit back on. It used to take me about half an hour.
I suppose that's the beauty of a car.
Yeah, just hop in, nice and easy.
But, and this is the thing, with a car, you don't really get that sense of power that you get on a bike.
Oh
Like,
no,
you can have a slow bike, but it will feel like you're going the speed of light.
no, especially on 125, it's nice and light. It's quite nice.
Yeah. I miss my old bike.
You'll be on one soon.
Hopefully. But anyway, this is where the audience comes in, and what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and find something of interest on the internet, because we've got that at our fingertips. We're going to try and find something on the internet, and hopefully this will mean we're able to get you some fun facts about something that's completely random.
Oh yeah, and also for our one viewer that's on board, if you've come from my Facebook page, it's actually open in the background. So type essentially on the link that I put up with the link to this. Just type something in there, even if it's hello. At least we know you're listening. I wouldn't blame you if you're not, but you know it's nice to know someone's out there. Then I must admit, we were supposed to have a lot more people in this, but they've sort of disappeared a little bit. In fact, I don't even know if the yeah, it says 2 people have seen it on the Facebook page.
What does it tell you how many people have seen you post?
Yeah, because it's set up as a page rather than me being a person.
Alright. So, this is where how we did it last time. If any of you don't remember, because I doubt many of you will.
The worst thing is I don't actually remember.
It was 2 years ago. Alright, let's put you in mind of when the last video was. Grand Theft Auto 5 hadn't come out. He'd just come from France. And I don't know. Was it? Had the Xbox One come out then?
No. This is Xbox One came out this year.
Right. No, Xbox One would have come out later that year. Yeah. So this is quite in the past. This was 2 years ago, and we sort of said we were going to do another one. In fact, the video we said we were going to do was bad road habits and bad drivers. So we're actually going to cover a few topics of that now, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. I must say it's one I'm kind of dreading because I have picked up a couple of bad habits over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's see. Here's a quiz for you, Mike. All right. You're on a roundabout, yeah? Or you're coming to a roundabout. You want to go straight on, and you can only indicate once. Which direction do you indicate?
Nice, it'd be left when you're coming off. You go past the first exit left and then after that one. Nice and easy.
Alright, I'll rephrase that because I'm meaning to get a different. You can only indicate once, and it's at the start of the roundabout.
I have no idea.
You don't indicate.
You said you can only indicate once.
It was a trick question. I was tripping you up.
Yeah, this is why I don't like it. Actually, I don't like it, but I've had to bloody do it twice. Once for the bike, once for the car. It's weird because in France, you do the same theory for cars and bikes.
What's that?
As soon as you have a theory test in France, it's like it covers you for both cars and bikes. That's it.
Oh, that's a good system, I suppose. I mean, you've got to do. If you want to get a bus license, you've got to do another one to get it. I suppose it makes sense because it's a totally different vehicle.
Thing is, though, not really, because my sorry, what was that? Yeah, my old. Well, in France, you need to do a minimum of 20 hours driving experience before you can pass your license.
Yeah.
And I did my car license here. I did 2 lessons and then did my test.
Yeah. Better system then.
Yeah, I prefer over here. Although, if you don't have that minimum, people can do what I did, and then you sort of join up and don't have any experience of driving.
But all right. Anyway, let's see bad road habits. This is always a what's the biggest thing you think you could possibly eat whilst at the wheel of a car? And I'm going to show you a picture.
Well, I don't know if I want to see a picture. I don't know. I've had like chocolate bars when I've been driving along. In fact, I've eaten chocolate bars on a motorbike once. Flip visor helmet. Just lift it up, munch on a chocolate bar, shut it back down again.
All right, let's see if I can get the picture.
Hang on.
Obviously, I've never eaten because I had a full face. Really difficult to eat.
I don't know, more than 13 managed it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to manage what he's managed.
Is that the one? Is that what you're going to look for? Like the picture of him just cramming his face with burger?
No, actually.
I'll tell you what, this one viewer was dedicated to sit. I bet you're the one viewer.
I'm not actually.
Oh, have you not got it open in the other event?
No.
Huh, weird.
Right. I can only get this on video. So I'm going to see. Oh, it's fucking shit quality. Sorry. Oh, it's 240p. No, I wonder why.
I still think the funniest habit on a motorbike I've seen, which is kind of doubly so, is people smoking.
Yeah, but like, what are they trying to look like? In fact, you're from France. Everyone smokes.
Well, I just think it's quite funny, like so you'll see people stuck in traffic, like, and they just think, nah, like this, I'm having a fag, spark one up, and they'll just be sat in traffic, just tadding along.
Yeah. The picture I wanted, I can't quite find. So I think this is quite an important one to say as well. I've just got to touch on a few things that maybe not have been addressed, or maybe have been addressed, but it's just worth putting out there. You mentioned Murder 13, M13. Obviously, if you know about him, he's one of the founders of the whole YouTube motovloggers movement. Without him, we wouldn't all be here, or 2 guys here talking to themselves. But he needs help a bit. I haven't got any cash because I'm a student, but he's currently, I think he's out of hospital now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's doing all right actually. I think he's done a fair bit to have everything rebuilt.
I know he just needs help with work and all that. He's missing, I think it's these two fingers, isn't it?
I think it's half of him because he split his hand down the middle there.
I know, very. No, I'm not. No, I won't show the pictures.
No, we lost our viewer. He was a brave soul for staying that long.
Oh dear.
I think he didn't like the. Oh, he's back again. Another viewer. Hello, viewer.
Hello. As we were. This is a tailored experience, so if there's anything you would like us to talk about, please mention it in the doobly-doo. In fact, one of us should manage the chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, what? I don't think anything was happening in the chat. Can't do that. Although we have just. Oh no, one viewer's back again. No, they can't comment in the chat. We're the only ones that can use the chat, I think.
Not that chat.
Oh yeah, I'm on the Twitter and Facebook and things like that. There's just nothing happening. But yeah, no, that is one other thing about bikes. Is it does tend to hurt if you dink things.
Yeah. Anyway, that's yeah. If you hit something on a bike, pretty much your first reaction is, "This is going to hurt."
Yeah, yeah, I know from experience that one. Actually, didn't you have one off on your bike?
Two.
Two, yeah. You reckon you'd have learnt the first time?
First time, if my accident was like the first time going into a hedge, I've been fine with it.
Oh, yeah, because I remember we covered this in the first thing, didn't we?
Yeah. Anyway, let's try and get a bit of audience participation in here. Keep flogging it like a dead horse, but we have the hashtag MotoVloggersLive that you can message with that, as well as if you want to message our names. Mike's Facebook channel is open for business.
Alright. And there's some more Twittery stuff going about somewhere. In fact, I can't even remember if anybody asked anything on here.
I'm going to see if anyone's messaged you.
Yeah, we did. We had a couple of people ask us. Yeah, because we had a couple of people asking about when I got shot, a couple of people asking about crashes. Yeah, fair on one. In fairness though, this was probably because last time we did it, it wasn't at 10:15 on a Saturday night when everybody's going to be out in town.
Yes, that might have been a mistake.
Aye. Especially as you should know it's towards the end of exam period, isn't it?
Not for me.
No. Me neither. I have not been a student in a while.
Thought you still are.
No, I finished being a student.
Anyway, should we go on about stories of how our lives have changed over the past 2 years?
Yeah. Well, if you go back 3, it's even bigger for me.
Go on, we'll go back 3.
Yeah, it's essentially the story of how I've ended up in England. Because obviously I used to live back in France. I moved there when I was a kid. Because essentially my parents were tired and decided I want to go to France. screw it, let's take the whole family, kids, cat, everything along.
Instead of just fucking off and leaving you in the wilderness.
Nah, I'm kind of glad they didn't. It was like a bit small back then, not too good at hunting. But I was out there and I came across a YouTuber called Svengali, and he was really good vlogger back when he was vlogging.
Yeah, just gotta do a bit of history on Svengali. It's quite a sad tale. He was really good. He used to do a bit of geocaching as well. But I think depression is a terrible thing. You've got to say he was a really good YouTuber. I used to be subscribed to him. But he ended up taking his own life, and there was a huge funeral for him, I believe, weren't there?
Yeah, really big, really big.
Because he was friends with M13 as well. I know when M13 came to England, he was there. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, that's actually, in fact, more or less, it was him that got me into biking as well. Because I remember seeing a video of him going around some really nice corners on a bike and thinking, oh, I want to do that. But a couple of years after I'd got my first bike, I started seeing these action cameras that started popping up a lot more. I decided to buy one, and through that ended up riding a lot of motorbikes and met a girl who was also a biker. Now, again, without wanting to mention any names, because a long time ago, we were supposed to come over for a holiday to the UK, to spend 2 weeks riding motorbikes around, as you do. And I just happened to be subscribed to this website called Motovlog, and that used to bring all of the motovloggers together from all around the world. And I saw that they were having a bike meeting in Wales, so I thought, oh, I'll go do that. You know, it's a camping trip. In fact, it might have been bike thing actually. It was bike thing.
I think it was both.
Yeah, but either way, yeah, both of them were going to do a big meeting round in Wales. I thought, oh, I'll go to that. Pitched the idea to the girlfriend at the time, and she got quite upset, saying, "Oh, I obviously only want to go there to go to Wales, not to see her." So that was the end of that. So go to England, spent a camping trip in Wales, and after that I had nothing to do. I was sat in my aunt's house for a while. I thought, I'm bored, I'll go for a ride. Turned up to Kingston. Ended up riding around, saw another bike and thought, I'll go see what he's doing. Turns out he was a course tutor, a course leader even, for an aerospace engineering course there, who had nobody on it. So at the end of the day, he managed to convince me to join up this course. And because it was only about 2 weeks before term time, but it was a brand new course, nobody signed up for it. So yeah, I sort of got home, got back to my aunt's that night, phoned up my parents and said, yeah, I've signed up for the course in the UK. I've decided to move house. I'm going to come back next Friday, pack all my stuff onto my motorbike and move to the UK. It's about 700 miles. About, I'm trying to think, it's about 1,000 kilometres if you're that way inclined. Yeah, about 700 miles to move house just by motorbike. And all of that because of this camera. And through that, I've met loads of mates. I mean, most all of my mates when I turned up here were bikers through that camera. But yeah, since moving here, I've got myself a job, career with the Navy now. Met my other half, who I've been living with for a year and a half now. And all it's just amazing what started out with just me messing around on a small motorbike with a camera has turned into what I'm doing now.
Yeah. I suppose mine was, I remember getting curious when I got the internet and like, how does a bike work? Because I never knew like how, sounds really fucking stupid now, like how to control. And then I started watching more and more videos. And then the one who really drew me was a guy called Spicy110. And the first video I saw was him his backfiring video.
Yeah.
Ever since then I just started watching, and then my 18th birthday I got my first bike, and a month later I binned it.
What was it again?
YZF R125.
I remember the white one.
Yeah.
No.
and that hurts when you've been it. I moved out about, I think it would have been a year after that. Moved back in again, and then it's just, yeah, just slowly getting my life back to where I was. So I've taken a huge step backwards, but I'm getting back to the way it was, slowly, but yeah, need to do a CBT again. But yeah. Anyway, some life stories. Let's see, if you could ask any question to a vlogger, what question would it be and which vlogger?
That is a complicated one.
No, technically, because it's YouTube, you can just literally ask any question, but let's pretend it's not.
No, I'm just thinking. Just trying to think. There's this one. Oh, yeah, no, I know what I'd ask. I don't know if this counts as a question, but I'd ask Kalani, so, Accidental Broadcast, if he could show me the Maui ways, like, show me all the trails around Maui. Because, no, I know that probably doesn't count as, like, what was you asking, but, yeah, that's what I'd say, is I'd ask him, could I come and ride with you guys for a bit, because I always want to go ride Maui.
I guess the question I'd ask, there's a YouTuber I've been watching called Sapenza.
I know, he lives just down the road from me.
Couldn't do, is in China.
Oh, is it? Oh, that one. So I know that one. Yeah. There's a
I couldn't say.
no, there's two guys with very similar names. One of them lives just up the road from me, and one of them lives in China. But yeah, I know the one who lives in China.
I would ask him, for all the shit that's over there, would it be worth moving?
Yes. From what I gather, it's not too bad a place.
Just learn the Chinese, isn't it? And
Well, my other half's Lithuanian, and I'm having to try and learn Lithuanian. So trust
at
me.
least it's the same alphabet, though.
Not always, not all of it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like extra different characters, and I used to spend a bit of time doing Russian, so I know a bit of Cyrillic alphabet. The different alphabets aren't too bad, you get used to it after a while, but Mandarin is difficult.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. If you could get any TV personality into motovlogging and vlogging with a camera, who would you choose?
Anyone, any TV personality.
Yeah.
There's so many actually.
Should I say who mine is?
Go on, yeah, you go first.
Ross Noble. Not Noble.
Yeah, that'd be quite. Oh, yeah, I know who I'd pick now.
Yeah, go on, you.
Alan Davies.
That would be quite. Oh, and he's actually got back. He's got onto a bike now.
Has he?
Yeah, he was doing adverts with Think, doing his CBT.
I haven't seen that. But yeah, no, him on a motorbike would be absolutely hilarious.
Stephen Fry behind him.
Right. Yeah, I definitely think that would be interesting.
In fact, what TV show would be perfect if everyone was riding motorcycles whilst talking?
It would probably be QI actually.
What?
QI.
Just like trying to say blue. Oh shit! There's a car. I reckon the news would be quite funny if they had to do it on motorcycles.
Yeah, I could see that. It make the traffic
welcome
report
to the-
a lot easier.
What?
It makes the traffic report a lot easier.
True. No, I'd like. We don't even have traffic reports, do we? That's on the radios.
No, you get like traffic news.
On what channel?
BBC.
I've never fucking seen that. Is it like in the morning?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's because you're a student and you're not up early enough. Yeah, really early in the morning. BBC, well, I suppose it's BBC London, isn't it, for me? The BBC London travel news.
Ah.
They tell you all about the tubes, all about the trains, if there's cars.
If there's going to be cars.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're piling on top of each other and stuff like that. We've lost our one dedicated.
I just like to see the news when they go, there's been a zombie apocalypse and no cars are going into London. You are free to move.
Well, that was New Year's Eve. Like, they shut off half of London for New Year's Eve.
Seriously?
Yeah, because they had fireworks displays and they had to shut off big areas where they were launching them from.
How big are the fucking fireworks?
Google it, it's worth a look. It's absolutely massive.
Anyway, I'm going to check the post.
But no, it seems to be a particularly quiet night. As I said, I think just everybody's outside enjoying life.
We're just going to have to call this a failed night and do it again another time.
Yeah, I definitely think so, when there's actually people about. As I said, I probably have to make my way into town. Actually, in fact, I don't, but I probably need to go and get about 2 hours sleep before I have to drive 60 miles.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll sort of use this as a tester.
No, I'll leave this on the channel, because it's been more or less entertaining. A bit weird. Not weird as in because of you. Probably because of me, if anything else. A bit weird. If you haven't seen any, and actually my recent videos haven't been that recent because I haven't done any, but I do have this habit of going off on really weird tangents and waving hands.
But this is just sort of a test to see how it would work and how the new system works. We sort of have to do it full-fledged and on the channel. We just want to see how it would sort of work and how we'd get our things together. So this is more of a test than anything. But we'll be doing one again. I'll tell you what, if you do come across this, put a time in the comments or a date or a day or something that you'd be free. And then the most days that we've got, like if it's like 5 Mondays or something, we'll put them together and then we'll put it on the Monday or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you can put some questions for us to come to, we will do them retrospectively when we do the next vlog live. Alright, good night then, people.
Yeah, well, person.
Bye!
Our one viewer. Yeah, well, thank you for sticking through it, viewer. Again, say something on the interwebs next
I
time.
tell you what, let's give this person gets recognition in the next video if in the next takes about 5 minutes for it to upload at the end of this. If you can message Mike in the next 5 minutes with your like your YouTube name, you get a cookie.
It's a long way to go. It could be a long way to go and deliver a cookie. Yeah, that's our excuse for a road trip. Yeah, let's go deliver a cookie to the world.
Yeah, like literally our one viewer, when we're both on bikes, we're delivering you a cookie. It's going to turn out that it's in China and it's a Penza, but yeah.
Still would be good fun. Right, anyway guys, this has been fun. And we promise we'll do it better next time. We'll actually have something to talk about rather than just randomness.
This was more of a test just to see how the thing works.
In fairness, it's quite a good system. It's changed a lot since we last did it. Anyway.
Oh, just before I go, I've got to do something.
Go on.
Hold on. Fucking hell, why does it take so long? Hold on. Bear with me a minute.
Nice.
Bye, people.
Right, see you guys later. Have a good one.